Hello everyone, I'm Kate Marshall. The name of my channel is called Inked Paper Art, and today I'm going to show you how to make a hinged tag with hidden journaling spot. These go inside of the pocket inside of a junk journal. And so what I've done is I printed out, if you go to my Etsy store, there's a digital that has 6 of these tags on one page. That's what I've printed. So you get 6 of these these are antique French shipping tags, and so there's 6 of them on one page. I printed those double-sided with the coffee dyed lace paper digital on the back. So that way I didn't have to glue coffee dyed paper to the back or ink it or whatever. So anyway, all 6 tags printed on 110-pound cardstock with coffee dyed lace on the back. I've cut them all out. 6 tags will make 3 of these projects. I've also printed out, I think this is a wallet size printout of the little Godey's ladies pictures. And so I printed those for decorating. So let's go ahead and assemble these. This is very quick and easy. Now you don't have to have a digital of tags. You could literally use any 2 tags as long as they are the same size. You're going to put them back to back. So you want them to be the same size. So anyway, if you have shipping tags or some type of, inventory tags or something like that, that will work as long as they're 2 of the same size. So let's go ahead and get started. Basically, we're going to take 2 tags. You're going to have journaling space on the back sides of them, which is why I printed the lace paper so that it's pretty back there and they can be journaled on. You could add the hole reinforcers to the back if you want. I don't feel like we need them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 tags. I'm going to line them up. Make sure that they're lining up good. Okay, so they're lining up good there. And now I'm going to open them up like this. If I can, I'm going to open them up like this. Lay them down on the table where they're just a tiny little space in between the 2 tags. And I'm going to take a piece of paper and I'm going to glue it over that. You could also use washi tape. If you have washi tape handy, that would be great. If you wanted to use the little fabric tape, that would work great in here too. We can do it a couple different ways. Let's go ahead and use the paper. And so I'm going to use coffee dyed paper, just a little offcut strip of coffee dyed paper to hinge them. And I'm going to do some with the fabric tape. So for this, I'm just going to take glue stick and I'm going to put glue stick. It's just easier for me to do it on the tags. You can do it wherever. You can do it on the paper or on the tape or whatever you want to do. It's getting kind of chunky and gluey here. That's perfect. And then we're going to line those back up, leaving a space. The space part, it doesn't have to be exact, but you want to leave a space so that the tags will fold. So just line them up. Like if you have a mat that has the grid on it, just line them up so that they're even. And then get that little piece of paper in there. That's good. I'm going to clean up that glue. That's great. There we go. And then from here, we're going to go to the front side and we're going to trim off this little piece of paper, making sure not to cut into our tags. There we go. There we go. And so we can use some shipping tags and do the same exact thing. If you don't want to do the digital or don't have a printer, it'll work both ways. And so I've got quite a bit of glue in there. I would like to have that not be in there. So let me wipe that out of there. Okay. And so from there, we're going to take our 2 tags and it's just going to fold closed like this. You're going to push the 2 tags together, line them up and put a little fold line in that little hinge that you just made down there. So now your 2 tags open up like this. And they have a little paper hinge in the bottom. That's what that looks like. And let's go ahead and do one the other way with the fabric tape. So I'm going to line up my 2 tags, leaving a little space right there. I'm going to take, this is the paper fabric medical tape. I can link it down below, but it's from Amazon. You can find it at the dollar store. You can find it a million places. I do like to add extra glue to it. And for this one, I'll add the glue to the tape instead of the paper. And we're just going to tape that right there. I kind of like the medical tape because you don't see the hinge. Like that glue is going to dry here in just a second or two. And so then we're going to trim off the excess tape from the edges the same way we did with the paper, just like that. So I'm going to do the next one with the medical tape too. I think it does work better. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, there's that one, and it'll fold closed just like that. The only thing is it is tapey on the bottom, but I'm not going to worry about it. I don't think it's going to cause a problem. It might, but I don't think it is. It is tapey. And I don't want it to stick in the pocket. So if you have some baby powder, or even just stick it to your pants just a couple of times, or your shirt, and the lint and stuff off of your shirt or your pants or baby powder, talc powder, anything like that is going to make that tape not sticky down there at the bottom. So it's already not sticky anymore. I don't have to worry about it. But this does open up, and when that glue is dried, you're not going to really see that hinge in there. So that's nicer, except for the sticky. Okay, so let's do it one more time so we can have 3 of these ready to go. Just going to line it up, leave a little space. I'll do the paper just because the tape issue, but let's go ahead, add the glue to the paper this time. Oops, we don't want it folded over on itself. Just a little tape or a little sticky will do. We'll get that on there. Good. Cut off excess. Now we are ready to decorate the fronts of these. So you can see the way that they work. They unfold, and I'll show you as we go too. But they unfold, and they have hidden journaling space inside. Now when they're in a pocket, you're not going to know that there's 2 tags or there's journaling space in there, because you're never going to see that there are 2 tags there. Just make sure you fold them back together perfectly. Line them up. There we go. Got glue on my finger. All right, so let's go ahead to the decorating part. We want to layer some lace on these and some pictures on these. Let's pick out our pictures first. I mean, that one's good. That one's also good. That one is very good. Good. I like this one. Let's use this one. Okay. Let's use these 3. We'll save those for decorating something else later. So there's that. Adjusting my tags a little bit. There's that one. This is the only one that did not line up, and it's because I've got it just a little bit askew there. It'll work still at the end. I'll make that one work. Okay, so that'll go on there. Now, we don't want just to like glue this down on here. I don't think that's decorative enough. So let's continue to add some more elements back there. I want to add something else that's just ever so slightly too narrow, and I think it will be bulky to add that there. So let's think about something else. Do we have some small little trim here? I have this one, which is not small, but let's go ahead and add that to one. So get in your snippet box of lace. We're just going to add little snippets of lace. Here's one here. I don't know if we can just kind of add a tiny little snippet. That'll work. And then we need one more piece. Like I have this, but it's pretty bumpy. How about some gold lace? The thicker, heavier gold lace. Let's do that. Okay, so that's those 3. Let's go ahead and get the pictures on there. Now, do I want book page or anything else behind the pictures? What about if I did a little paper lace? And by a little, I mean a little paper lace back behind each of these pictures. So how that's going to work is I'm going to just take glue stick, stick my little paper lace down on there, get it in the glue. I don't have a craft sheet in here, so I'm going to have to glue on this for today. These should be very quick. You should have 3 done for sure in 30 minutes, probably in 20 minutes. If you've got everything printed and laid out, should be pretty easy to do. So I put the paper lace behind the picture. Perfect. Let's move on and do the next one. Again, I'm just going to take glue and put it back there. Get that in it. I want this one to be a little higher. Just kind of smooth it over with your fingers. That's really the only way to do that. And then we're going to glue this. And then we're going to add our lace and a little bit more embellishing, and then we'll get them sealed closed. Again, when they're in a pocket, you are not going to know that there are 2 tags and that there's hidden journaling space back there. Everything is sticking to me. I have no room to craft. No room at all. There's too much on my desk. Okay, there's that little bit. And I like to move it around and get that glue both on top and underneath the little paper doily bit. I feel like it really sticks down best when it's like that. And so even though we're going to have lace on these, they'll be fine going inside of a pocket. We are covering up most of the words on this side of the tag, but there is a whole other side of the tag, so I'm not worried about that part. All right, so now we're ready to do the lace. My gold lace fell in the trash can. Let's go ahead and get out some Fabri-Tac for the lace. So we're going to have 3 like this. I don't know which one was supposed to get the gold. Do we want the gold here? No. Do we want the gold here? Maybe. I think we're going to do it here. Okay. So I'm just going to do a little line of glue and just kind of swirl it around down here at the bottom. Perfect. Making sure I'm right side out. There we go. There's that one. Again, little snippets from your snippet bin would be perfect for this project. You don't have to cut new pieces of lace. I'm trying not to get big gooey lace, so I'm spreading it around. All right. I want a little bit more centered decoration, so I do need another snippet of this. There we go. It's a little more centered. There's that one. Not done, still embellishing. And here's this one. And this one I did leave long so that I could trim it. Okay. There's the 3 of those. Now, for further embellishing, I did pull the bag of tiny little doily bits. And the reason why I like to use these is because they're the perfect little embellishment at the corner. So you can see, like, you could just do something like that. Just whatever tiny little thing that comes to mind or comes to hand here is what we're going to do. So I found 3 little pieces. We will make those 3 work. Again, there's a gigantic bag of them because I've cut up a million doilies. So let's see. I think we can make these work. So let's just do it. Figure out which side is the back side, and we're just going to glue them on there. Just glue them on there. See, they're almost like a little flower or something like that. So those are good. Good. And then I think I just glued this to the front. Oopsie. Yep, I did. Doesn't matter. It's all good. There's those. Okay. Moving on from there. I have something stuck to my finger. We're going to get these put together. I did not ink the pictures. I really wish that I would have inked the pictures, but I did not. So it is what it is now. But this is the way they work. We're going to put some ribbon through the center up here, and it's going to go in a pocket. And you really cannot tell that it is just one, like it looks like just one tag, right? But it's going to go in a pocket. And then you're going to have some, sorry, I've got some seam binding coming up over here. We're going to tie that. And then from there, we're going, if I can get one piece out of here. I can't, so whatever. We're just going to cut a little snippet of it. But it's just going to go in a pocket, and then you're going to untie your little bow up here at the top. And you'll untie it, and it will have copy dyed paper for you to do some secret journaling in there. So you're just going to, you could tie a bow, you could, you know, make it fancy, or you could just make it the top of a tag. I'm just going to make it the top of a tag right there. But that's that one. Super cute. And it's just, you know, it's just an easy, quick little make. They could journal on the back side of this too, but it's just a quick little guy. So there's that one. I think we could do one more blue one and maybe pink in that one over there. So this is dyed seam binding. Dyed seam binding is coming back. It has been out of stock for a long time, but it is coming back for the fall Christmas season. And let's do pink over here in this one. So we have pink. And we'll do a little pink in that guy. And there's 3. What is it? 16 minutes. I mean, yes, I cut out my tags and printed them and whatever, but you probably can make a lot more than 3 in 30 minutes. But 3 for sure. And if you want to tie it in a cute little bow, you can do that too. I don't know if I have enough here to do a bow, but I'm going to try. Maybe. I have glue on my fingers. But a cute little bow at the top. I don't know if you can see it's a bow, but it's a cute little bow. That's kind of cute. Let's do it on the other ones. But anyway, I mean, we have time. It's only 17 minutes. I don't know if I really have time to do them or not, but we're going to see. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the cute little video. I know it is a short one, and you guys like, you know, you like short and you like long. There's that one. Let's do this one. But on to the next project. Yep. Can I get it done? Maybe. There's little bows. I don't know if they look better as bows or non-bows, but they're just simple. Yes, I wish I would have inked the pictures, but who cares? Whatever. You could put book page back behind them if you wanted, but they're really kind of cute. Simple little project, just regular blank tags on the back. You could skip the lace and do something different decorating wise, but I thought that was pretty simple. All right, maybe a little label. I could keep going. Bye guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video.